Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, market is quite slow at the moment. We are still in the support zone. After my last video, not too much happened. The market formed a marginally lower low. And all I've done is to readjusted the low of the B wave here. Okay, so where I had it here before, the proximity of the current price to the low that formed on the 12th of August. I think, it makes it more likely that this B wave is still unfolding. It could technically still be a 1-2 setup in a diagonal, but I think it makes more sense to label it as a wider flat correction. Either way, the support area is what really matters, and it's still defined between 56,280 and 58,555. I'm not going to talk about the daily chart today because literally nothing changed. You can watch or you can see the daily chart in one of the videos yesterday. Not even on a smaller time frame much changed, but be prepared for today's trading day. Maybe we see a bit of a reversal attempt to the upside there. It hasn't shown yet, however. Yeah, it hasn't shown yet. This here was not enough to confirm any, let's say, reversal attempt to the upside. Very, very choppy, but we're waiting for the next bigger move. Last couple of days, even though we are still ranging, the market formed some nice movements also for intraday traders. This move up and this move down could be capitalized on. What you're likely losing money when you try to trade is this, this sort of sideways chop, which is super annoying. But that also means you need to be ready when Bitcoin is making that move. Yeah, it is a bit difficult here because we don't really have, let's say, trend lines with a lot of touch points here, or I don't know, other triggers. I mean, the only trend line I can see that might be a signal is already broken, and it was this one. But then again, you get a lot of fake outs on the micro price action in this current range here at the moment, at least since yesterday, late yesterday. So be aware of that. Just be a bit, just be careful, okay? Which might mean that you want to wait for extra confirmation before Bitcoin makes a move. Or if you want to trade the C wave to the upside here in wave 3 of our diagonal pattern, bear in mind that C waves are 5-wave movements. So you might choose to wait for the 1-2 setup in wave C to trade the 3rd wave and maybe the 5th wave to the upside. That's sort of what we're tracking. Once I see the 1-2 setup, I can add the next support for this micro wave 2 in wave C of the 3rd wave. Quick reminder that the 3rd wave should still get to 66,880 as long as the support level is holding here at 56,280. That's what I'm watching for. But quick reminder that I highlighted that support is weak in the current range because it is support for a B wave, and that a break below support opens the door to 43K. So I have to give you both scenarios and the pivot in between. Okay, so that's very important. It's not clearly bullish. That's what I said all along in the last few days. And the reason is we're dealing with a diagonal pattern at best. Yeah. So that's the problem. It's not an impulse here. We're dealing with diagonal patterns, and these just cannot be trusted. They can't be trusted, and you see how protracted now this B wave is. I mean, compare that. Wave 1, wave 2, and then AB, that B wave gets massive. Of course, other interpretations are valid. The move down looks corrective, but first of all, my current bullish thesis is that this here is a B wave, in a larger 3rd wave, which should get to 66,880 because that's the standard projection for a 3rd wave, even in a diagonal pattern, and that gives us support. When support breaks, we can explore other options, but it would definitely open the door to a drop to 43K. What would other options be? I mean, one option would be, but it has problems for various reasons, that we say that this is an ABC structure to the upside, and it is a wave 1, okay, of an even larger diagonal. And then we're dealing here with a larger wave 2. And then obviously we could still go higher from there, which means that below 56,280, we still need to break below the 5th of August low to rule out that alternative bullish scenario. But this here is the one that we're primarily watching for. And this is also the one where the price could, you know, react several times to this support region around 58,555. The 50% fib level now we've made a slightly lower low to the one yesterday and the one from the 13th of August. But we haven't yet taken out the 12th of August low. It might still do that. So far, there is not yet an impulsive reaction to the upside. Wave C, by the way, could be an impulse. So we're just waiting for a clear signal, really. Yeah, a little bit more upside momentum. That's what I'm watching for today. Again, you know, you could draw here a small trend line. Question is how reliable it is. I think it already looked a bit like a wedge pattern here yesterday, but there were a few fake outs on the micro level, and Bitcoin could not yet generate an upside reversal. So be skeptical, I think, at the moment when you see breakout attempts here. But still, you know, it is the only thing we have at the moment. So just sometimes the market is just not, the market is not in the mood. But maybe we get a little bit of action in once the US stock market opens. So please be aware, support zone is unchanged. We want to see a break maybe above this trend line, but it needs to be a convincing break. That's what I always say, you know, a trend line break shouldn't be a wick and a reversal. We want a convincing break. So that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.